Day 8 was pretty good. We talked about adversity today. Just fighting through adversity. The defense kind of won the scrimmage the other day, but it didn't look like the offense punched back. If I punch you, you hope you get punched back on the field. And today, we talked about just coming out and fighting for what you want. If you lose a period, hey, there's another period to come back and do it. And I thought the guys did a heck of a job. One of maybe best practices we had so far, where the guys are at least punching back and not taking it. So. Sometimes you feel like, hey, well, beat today, and they don't think they can finish the practice. So, really excited about what we did today.
Is Mike Cabrera continuing to be consistent?
Yeah, Mike's consistent. So is Bam. I mean, it's a battle. It's a battle. So they're both playing good football, which is good. It's good when you got two guys that go in there. We're gonna find out, which one wants it more, who's fighting and scratching to be the guy.
Is Mike more of an outside guy than a middle guy right now?
No, he can do both.
Right. But right now you're looking at.
He's playing a little bit more outside just because we're trying to, find out who they are, and I think he could do both though for sure.
Coach Chaney said the other day that James is going to be more involved in the passing game this year than maybe he was in the past. I mean, how do you see the other running backs' roles? Guys like Chris or Rashid. How do you see their roles shaking out there?
Well, the role is who's hot. Well, let's go with it. Rashid's had a great spring practice so far, but I guess in the past they had two guys that were runners. I didn't get to play them. Two tailbacks that were the running tailbacks and two were the pass guys. Is kind of how it was set up, and James was in for most of the runs. Rashid was in for most of the passes, and they kind of sorted it that way. So in practice, that was what you're a run guy, you're a pass guy. Well, it's hard to play in the NFL when you're not in for any passes or runs. So we're going to mix that up and let those guys do everything. And if they got a hot hand, James has got great hands out of the backfield. It's not like he can't be in on third down because you can't check it down to him. He had a great catch today. One-hander where he snagged it. It's like wow, and he's a big guy that can protect. So. Why would you not want him out on the field on third down?
Is there a spot for Quadriolison in that mix too?
No doubt about it. I mean, there's you need more than two. You'd like to have four. Those guys get banged up and take some hits, so there definitely is room for more, and room for Darren Hall when he comes in too.
What did the film show you from Saturday's scrimmage? More about what the defense did well, or anything that stood out about the offense?
Yeah, just that the kids are picking up the fundamentals and doing some of the little things right. And again, they're not perfect by any means. But you can just see the progress they're making. Now, again, it's a back and forth thing. When the defense does the little things right, maybe it stops an offense, But then when the offense is doing things right, then all of a sudden you got something going. So defense was clicking a little bit more than the offense, and today the offense, punched back, and you saw a little bit more, attention to detail.
Talked a little bit about it with Bam and Mike in that situation. You have a few spots on defense where you move some guys around. How are the guys who are getting moved down responding to that from what you've seen?
I think they're all, we talk about being either engaged or disengaged, and our guys are engaged to what they're doing. I mean, hopefully they see it on tape to why they're moving down, okay? Because that's our job as coaches, to justify what you do. You don't just move a guy to see what happens. So hopefully